Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds. We can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, it's the brother Yurah. Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Lord willing to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. All right. As you can see with the title, okay, Jacob's trouble, all right, will not only just be Jacob's trouble, but it will also be Esau's trouble as well, okay? And I got this idea through the spirit, from the elder in Chicago, all right, Elder Malcolm, all right, so Shalom, and the water to that Akim, that elder for sparking my spirit, man, enough to want to this lesson. And the water Yahweh Shem Shai. And Lord willing is edifying to the body, and it feeds the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. So Jacob's trouble. Okay, we know what it's gonna be. All right. Now let me go to this word trouble. Okay. Make sure you can see the screen here. All right. Let's see. Are you gonna do it or select? Yeah. All right. So now you go to this word trouble. Okay. All right. It says difficulty. All right. Or problems. See, public unrest, disorder. All right. Cause distress or anxiety to. Now we know that, the scriptures and as it is prophesied, okay, the Lord is going to start with his people when it comes to judgment. All right. Especially here in Babylon the Great, AKA America. Okay, but that doesn't mean that these other nations, especially these lower level Edomites, aren't going to feel it as well. Okay, and that's the point that the elder was trying to make, or it's like the elder actually made, during this past week's camp. Okay, is that what the media doesn't want you to know is that this what they're doing, all right, bringing that trouble to Jacob or you Israelites is actually going to bring trouble to their own people as well. Okay, all right, it's going to bring, look, the synonyms, problems, difficulties, issues, all right, bothersomes, all right, inconveniences, worries to their own people as well. Okay. Now, I want to pull this up too. All right, because this right here is what I want to go into. All right, and I'm pretty sure brothers have heard of this. All right, it's called the One Big Beautiful Bill. Okay, so like, let me make sure I'm still recording here. All right. Yep. Still recording. Why am I on the screen though? There we go. All right. And what this is called right here, okay, is the One Big Beautiful Bill, okay, or legally called the I believe it's called the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Okay. Let me go to it here. All right. Yep. Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Okay. But President Donald Trump, he actually coined it the One Big Beautiful Bill. Okay. And this is what they renamed it. Okay. The One Big Bullshit Bill Act. Okay. Or as Governor Newsom of California called it, the One Big Beautiful Betrayal Act. Okay. Because, yeah, and you think that they're saying that because of, you know, the effects it's going to have on you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, you Israelites? No, they're saying that because of the effect that they know it's going to have on them. Okay, the Edomites. Okay, the hardcore Americans, right? So let's go here. It says the One Big Beautiful Bill or One Big Bullshit Act, right? It says a bill to use budget reconciliation, all right, it's like it's a bypass the filibuster and slash vital programs for everyday Americans, all right, to fund tax cuts for the wealthy. See? So in order for the wealthy to get wealthier, they're gonna have to sacrifice you Americans, man. Are you everyday Americans? Okay, which mostly consist of you Israelites, but you you have Edomites in there as well. All right, and at a high percentage as well. Okay, and we're gonna prove that. Okay, because number one, look, this bill would cut Medicaid by 625 billion. Okay, and cut SNAP, okay, for you people that get food stamps or government assistance, all right, by 300 billion. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and make this point as well. Okay. Because when you go into Google, all right, let me see. I don't think it's gonna pop up. Let's see. The main people that it's gonna affect. All right. Let's see. What race? Yeah, right here. There it is. Okay. So I typed in Google, as you can see. Let me let it load up. Sometimes it starts to mess up. And Salaki, if it does, Lord willing, you can still hear me, even if it starts to lag. Okay. But as you can see, I typed into Google, all right, what race receives SNAP benefits the most in America? Okay. And SNAP, all right, is what's going to be cut, right? These the cut of SNAP benefits by 300 billion. Okay. And it says based on the available information, white, all right, or Edomite individuals represent the largest group of SNAP recipients in the United States in terms of overall numbers. See, all right. So Edomites, all right, mostly Edomites receive those food stamps. Okay, all right, throughout the states here in America. Okay, so that slash or that cut to the SNAP funding by 300 billion is going to affect them as well, man. So they're going to be so they're going to feel that a fire, all right, as America falls as well. Okay, now let me zoom out here. Well, let me zoom in. Let me see. All right, it says it's like a cut student aid, all right, by 351 billion. All right. And a lot of students, okay, let's prove it again. All right. Come on. Slovakia. All right. What race receives let's see. I'll just type in student loan. All right, student loans. Well, I'll just put student loan benefits. All right. What race? All right, because that's how Esau Edom categorizes the people here in America. All right, by race, right? So what race receives student loan benefit in America? Okay, let's see what it says. It says in the United States, all right, black students are the most likely to receive student loans and also tend to borrow a larger amounts. Okay, well, because most of you Edomites, not Edomites, you Israelites, okay, you a Southern tribe, okay, so-called Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans, right, that go to college, okay, most likely you come from a broken home, all right, that doesn't have money, thousands of dollars set aside for you to go to college. You know what I mean? So you have to take out loans and student loans, right? But it says while a higher percentage of white, okay, or Edomite students use student loans overall, black students or what, Israelite students are more likely to receive federal loans and are more likely to have larger loan amounts. Okay. But look, it says while a higher percentage of Edomite students use student loans overall, see, so Edomite students use student loans overall. Okay. All right. Which proves that it's going to affect them as well. Okay. This one big beautiful bill, all right, or these tax cuts to the wealthy. Okay, you see, so these are things that they're not funding anymore. Okay, also says a triple. Look, it's going to triple the budget for ICE. Okay, and we know those ICE agents, man, who Trump and the government has militarized. Okay, so they're going to be hiring more of them, man. Okay, in these alligator Alcatraz type stations or jail cells. Okay, so it's about to get bad out here, man. It's about to get bad out here, man. But it's gonna affect Jake, mostly, right? But it's gonna affect you Edomites as well, man. Okay. It says green light the sale of public lands. Okay, well, who owns mostly public lands? All right, let's go to that. Let's pull that up. All right, Salakia for the lag. Come on. There we go. All right. What race? Let's see. What race? Uh, let's cut that. Salakia. What the heck? Salakia. The lag. I'm just clicking stuff. But what I wanted to see was is who owns the most land, which most likely it's not Jake. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I ain't even got to look it up because I don't feel like dealing with this thing right now. All right. Hey, let's do this. Let's get straight to the scriptures. All right. So Jacob's trouble is definitely going to affect Jake, but it's also going to affect you other nations, man. All right, especially you hardcore American Edomites. Okay, so I want to get here. All right, Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Okay, and it reads, "Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail. It's like a doeth travaileth with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, okay, as a woman in travail, excuse me, and all faces are turned into paleness, okay, fear, okay. When you see the fear on somebody's face, okay, it turns a pale, okay, frightening, all right, nervousness. You think Jake is going to be the only ones to feel the effect of what's about to come to America? Absolutely not. Okay, Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great. Okay, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. See, so that day is going to be great. That day is going to be troublesome. Okay, all right. It's going to be horrific. It's going to be perilous to all people here in America, man. Okay, but the Lord said it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. See, all right, because you Israelites are going to be affected by that. All right, you see, and you're going to be left hanging. All right, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to survive, and you're going to be left for dead. Okay, but also it's also going to come to these everyday Americans, man, these Edomites, man. Okay, it says, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's the he? The elect, all right, the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, all right. So let me also get this here. Okay, let me see. I also want to get let me see. Matthew. All right. I want to get Matthew um I believe, yeah, 24, 24 and 21. All right. So this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 21. All right, and it reads, all right, it's the red letter, so you know who's speaking, Yahweh Shai. For then shall be great tribulation. Okay, that word tribulation. All right, you see the Greek word there. All right, but it means to be afflicted, anguish, burdened. All right, persecution, tribulation, trouble. See, like Jacob's trouble, a lot of people are going to be in that trouble. Okay, all right. Look, it says, for then shall be great tribulation. All right. It says, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, no, nor ever shall be. Okay. So it's going to be great trouble, man. All right. Upon this place in its entirety. Okay. And everybody's going to feel it. Okay. So you Edomites are going to feel it as well, man. Okay. All right. And guess what? We definitely don't feel any pity for you. Okay. I just wanted to let you know that you're not off the hook when it comes to the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay. All right. Let me also get this here. All right. Let me get the book of, let's see, the book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, see 24 and verse 9. Okay. Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 9, and it reads, "They shall not drink wine with a song." Okay. They shall not drink wine with a song. Why? Because the times that we're going to be in is going to be very troublesome, very distressed. Okay. They're going to be, they're not going to know what they're going to be, eating and drinking. You see all of these different Netflix series, of, the apocalypse, or, America, the world here in America, as you know it today, is not going to be, that way during this time of like no other. Okay, this time of Jacob's trouble, it's not going to be, regular. Okay, the scriptures talk about a lot of lamentation, mournings, and woes is going to be coming from this place, man. And it's not just going to be coming just from Jake. Okay, it says they shall not drink wine with a song. Everybody out partying, taking shots, celebrating and smiling, happy. Then the next morning they're talking about, yeah, man, I don't even remember what I did last night. We had so much fun. It's not going to be like that. Okay, it says strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. See, all right. Remember, the scripture says what? Give strong drink to him that is ready to perish. Okay, and a lot of you people are going to be ready to go. You know, because you're not going to see any hope here. You're not going to have any hope here. Isaiah 24 and 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up. See, the city of confusion is Babylon. Okay. All right. The term Babylon comes from Babel. Okay. You see, so America is the city of Babylon. So like the city of confusion, aka Babylon the Great. All right. It's going to be broken down. Every house is shut up. Okay. So all the storehouses and things like that is, look, hey, it's prophesied that there's going to be a famine, or famines, excuse me. All right. So a lack of food, a lack of water resources. All right. A lot of people aren't going to have a roll of tissue to wipe their ass with, man. Okay. It says that no man may come in. See, it says there is crying for wine in the streets. And this wine is talking about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh. Okay. All right. Which the men of the Lord, all right, mainly here at Great Millstone, get in affiliate camps. All right. Give you. All right. That wine, okay, or that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It says there should be a crying for wine. So there's gonna be a crying for understanding. People are gonna want to know what's going on, why is it happening, and what's gonna happen next. You see, and remember, people are selfish, man. So they're gonna want to know what's gonna happen to them next. You see, and guess what? You Edomites are gonna be right in the mix of that. It says all joy is darkened. Okay, the mirth, which is also joy of the land, is gone. See, all right. All right. Look, and the city is left a desolation, and the gate is smitten with this with destruction. Okay, so that's gonna happen, man. Okay, and guess what? You Edomites are gonna feel that too. Okay, so Jacob's trouble, is gonna be Esau's trouble as well. Okay, all right. Talking about you low level Edomites. Okay, and ultimately it's gonna come to all of the nation of Esau, Edom. Okay, but this is the type of nation of people that we're dealing with. Okay, excuse me, people that they don't give a damn about even about their own people, man. Okay, that's why this devil, or this nation of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, beginning with the elite banking families, they have to get taken out of rulership, man. Okay, because everybody's languishing. Okay, even their own people. All right. So let me also get second Esdras. Let's see. All right, second Esdras, I believe. Yeah, 15. In verse 14. We'll start at verse 14. All right. We'll read it down to 19. Okay. This is prophecy that we're reading. All right. So the book of second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 14, and it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And guess what? You Edomites dwell in this world as well. Okay. All right. Verse 15, it says, for the sword, which is Esau, Edom, okay, as far as their military, okay, and their weapons and things like that. That's the modern day sword. It says, which they were blessed with, by the way. Okay. And their destruction draweth nigh. See? So Esau, Edom, all right, with all his weapons, all right, and their destruction draweth nigh, okay, all right. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, okay. And it's not just going to be Esau versus Jacob or Jacob versus Esau. No, it's also going to be the citizens versus the government, okay, all right. The citizens versus those that are in authority. You see, all right, and to prove that, all right, you can go to what is it? The book of Isaiah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just read it. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2, and it reads, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. See, it's like a city against city and kingdom against kingdom. See, so you're gonna have civil unrest. All right, the civilians versus the authority. Okay, not just race riots. You're gonna have that as well, but you're also gonna have civil unrest. You see, um, let's see. Verse 15, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords or guns in their hands. Okay. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men. Okay. Sedition. All right. Meaning, you're going to have people starting uprises. All right. What do you think they're going to be uprising about? All right. Matter of fact, this proves that it's going to be the civilians against the authority. Okay. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Okay. You're going to have people going into other people's houses. All right. For supplies and things like that. But they're going to be breaking into different facilities as well. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. The modern day kings and princes are those in the government, those that have authority. Okay. Your presidents, your mayors. All right. And etc. It says, and you can even throw the police in there too. It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay. So they're not going to give a damn about, what Esau Edom is talking about, man. Okay. If Trump well, I want to make a national, they're not going to care about that, man. Okay. All right. And the main ones that are going to have that mindset are you Edomites, man. All right. You everyday Edomites, you veterans, you doctors, you ex-military, you hardcore Americans, man. Okay. You see, those of you that have invested in this place because you feel like you've earned your right to be on top. You see, here in America. Well, guess what? Even your own people that are really on top, all right, hey, when they come down with their foot to squish all the people, all right, like a bug, you're gonna be in that pile as well. Okay, you see. So you can continue reading, but well, matter of fact, yeah, let's just continue reading. A man, second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because they're gonna have blockades everywhere, man. Okay, militarized blockades. Okay, all right. You're not gonna be able to leave your city or even your state. Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, and there's the point, because of their pride, all right, the city shall be troubled. All right. And guess what? Esau has that pride. Does not Esau have that pride? Does not these other nations here in America have that pride? Absolutely. Okay. Right along with 2/3 of our own people. All right. The city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See, and then Esau Edom's going to be afraid as well. Okay, you Edomites, you low level everyday Edomites, Scott at the job, Rachel at the grocery store, Philip that that the crossing guard. All right, They're all gonna be in trouble right along with Jacob in the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there. Lord willing, it's edifying to the body, and it fed the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rikakwadash. Shalom, double honors to my apostle and elders at Great Millstone who do roll and teach well, and the Bible ball.